So for today's lesson, we're going to be looking at combining ratios. So this is when we've got two, sometimes more ratios that have a common object. And the question that you can see there is an example of this type of question. So it says the ratio of fish to dogs is 3:2, and the ratio of dogs to cats is 5:3. The question asks you to find the ratio of fish to dogs to cats. Now, it's not just a case that we can just add it all together and say, oh, it's 3:7:3, because then that would be changing the ratio of fish to dogs to 3:7, which is not true, as we know it's 3:2. And then we're asked to give our answer in the simplest form. So we also can't just use 5 or 2 for the dogs. They're different numbers. 3 fish to 2 dogs doesn't tell us anything about the cats. 5 dogs to 2 cats doesn't tell anything about the fish. But because we have dogs in both of the ratios, we can combine the two ratios. And we're going to look now at how to do that. So if we had the same number of dogs in each ratio, we could combine them. And we can do that by finding the equivalent ratios to get to the same number of dogs. It's very similar to finding equivalent fractions for when we add them. So in the middle here, we've got 2 and 5. And we want that number to be the same for both ratios. So we use the lowest common multiple of those two numbers, which is 10, to tell us how many dogs we need to get to. So that first ratio, 3:2, to make that change that from 2 dogs to 10 dogs, we multiply it by 5. Gives us 15:10. For the second ratio, to go from 5 to 10, we need to multiply it all by 2, which gives us 10:6. And then we can just write that, as you see on the screen there, 15:10:6, all in one go. And we can see that in the pictures we've got here. So the one on the left here, we've got the ratio of fish to dogs is 15:10. The one on the right here, the ratio of dogs to cats is 10:6. And then we just combine that all together. There's our 15 fish from the left, that's sort of light green with the 10 dogs on the side. And then there's 10 dogs here in the dark green going to 6 cats. Again, giving us a ratio of 15:10:6, like we had before, but we can't simplify that because there's no common factor. We might also have similar questions like this, where we've just got A to B and B to C. We're asked to find the ratio A to C. And again, give our answer in the simplest form. So we can write both ratios out. A to B is 4:5, B to C is 3:2, and we'll make the B numbers the same in both ratios. And to do that, we find the lowest common multiple of 5 and 3, which here is 15. So we multiply that first ratio by 3, the second ratio by 5, and altogether we end up with 12 to 15 to 10. So the ratio of A to B to C is 12 to 15 to 10. The question asks for the ratio of A to C. So we can just ignore that B in the middle and just write our answer as 12 to 10, and that would simplify to 6 to 5. Now, with these questions, it's the one in the middle that's the same, but sometimes it might be that you're told what the first value is. You might have, for example, here 2 A's. You might have A to B and A to C. Or you might have the last one. You might have A to C and B to C as a ratio. It would work in exactly the same way. It's just obviously which one you would need to multiply and where you would need to find the lowest common multiple that would help you to solve the problem. Hope you found that useful, and good luck with the questions.